Hi guys, welcome to Grudy's Radio. Summernats update. Well, there was an engine in here. So what we've done is I started cutting. I'm going to scallop the chassis roll there and I'm going to scallop the chassis roll there, both sides. Now I've already done the K-frame on this car. I did that ages ago. Then it went for paint and I didn't anticipate, so it is actually a fault. I didn't anticipate how much I needed out of these corners. Otherwise, I would have already scalloped the chassis rail and taken some out of the actual firewall corners. So I'm going to do it like a big, it'll be like a curve like that in there. Right. Motors out. Nice. I ground all this. I have taken so much off this, it's not funny. It's down to about 5 mil through most of this area. I've taken as much as I could off. I'm going to modify the starter. It's only going to have 2 bolts, not 3. I have a drill bit there that I'm thinking about turning into a mill bit so as I can flat mill this down. Now, if I can pull this further this way, and this one too, they're fine. They don't need to be that long to hold on to the engine, onto the block, because at the end of the day, your strength, if you leave a radius here on this back section, right, so not a sharp edge on the back section, then the strength is realistically this rib here anyway, all right? So, yep, that's cut. And then I took, this was this wide, so I've taken that all the way down there to give me more clearance here, all right? I haven't taken it all the way down. I've left the rib on purpose because that's a bit of strength. Right. All the front suspension's out. Tomorrow all the rear suspension will be out and a bunch of shit will be done. I picked up a big box full of pipes today, so that's from me mate around the corner. So yeah, that's for this here. That's for the M3. So 1 3/4. Oh, sorry, 1 3/4. 2 1/4 off the collectors. All right. Yeah, I'm not very good at filming and looking and touching stuff at the same time, but yeah, you get the picture. All right. What am I doing at this moment? 12:30 at night. I am de-ball jointing the upper and lower arms because I'm preparing to take them to be sandblasted. So tomorrow all the suspension parts have got to be taken in like this and sandblasted, ready to be painted. I will probably leave the bush in there. Then that way it doesn't damage the bush hole. Very important. You've got to understand that stuff when sandblasting stuff. Sometimes you're better off just leaving the bush and the shaft in. It'll clean everything. And then when you push the bushes out, you'll have a nice bush surface. Nice bush. All right. Oh, let me show you what I had to do to the header flanges, since they're off, like the engine's out, for you to understand. All right. See here? These came straight across, all the way down here. Couldn't even get a spark plug in there. They're Aeroflow ones, but these heads obviously don't have the plug angled down like some heads do, so they're a nice size. Perfect for 1 3/4. The 1 3/4 fits on there nearly perfectly. If I flatten the sides and the top and the bottom, the 1 3/4 pipe will fit there absolutely amazing. It is very close to the port size. I could have gone further down and further up on the port, but the sides are real close, so it's near perfect. So yeah, done. We're getting there. So there'll be a little bit of trimming of this. All right, so I've got to trim this plate off a little to match that I've trimmed. And then, sweet as, that'll go back on there and it'll all go back in the car and there'll be all this room, and then I'm going to make this marvellous set of headers. I have a design in my head. That's what I'm going to make. And when you see them, you'll understand. There's V-bands there. The whole header will be in the engine bay with the collector down the side of the engine under the pipes. So the pipes are going to come up and then collector underneath, and then it'll go through the bits I'm making So they'll sit out of the engine, down under collector, down V-band exhaust system. Nice. So what do we got? 44 days? Something like that? Okay. Better get to work, eh? You have a good night. I'll do an update tomorrow night.